Hello friends, welcome your gorgeous faces back to my channel where we're continuing with Steph's story, Wavelengths as part of Life is Strange. I don't know why my head is so red here and yet it is, so we're just gonna work with it. Who cares? Who cares if you've got a slightly red hot forehead? Certainly not me. Who would care about a silly thing like how red your forehead is? Oh, I don't have anxiety over that at all. I've also got green tea with the tea bag still in because I'm classy. So yeah, let's that's my situation right now. Can't remember what we're doing. We fixed that guy's relationship with his dad, hopefully. We need to pack up decorations. I don't know how long this is gonna last. I don't know if this is just gonna be the end of this episode and it's gonna be like, whoop, there we go.
This place looks great.
You're doing some good work, Steph. I like that. She's done well with that. And like she tried with the badges, right? My daughter and her friends would definitely buy all the badges like immediately as soon as they walked into the store. So she just, you know, the customers will come.
All good things must come to an end, which means every pride decoration must come down.
It's okay, we can do it again next year. It's going to be fine. Every day is pride in our hearts. So I guess let's go around. Lesbian flag.
Eventually, I'll get this hanging over my drum set again.
Alright, let's put it away. Good
Happy
night,
Pride,
flag.
Seattle!
Ooh.
Real quick, thank you guys so much for coming out tonight to support the LGBTQIA youth shelter.
Also, I just want to say, holy shit, you all have made this the best Pride ever. Literally ever.
So we're hearing more now about her memories with Izzy. Still don't know why they broke up exactly. Other than that Steph wanted to stay and Izzy didn't want her to. You know,
We have one more. This song is called Compton Cafeteria.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So yeah, I don't know. Can we take these down? Are these not coming down? They're staying up apparently. Letter blocks. I really like those. They look really, really nice. I'm kind of wondering how she did it. Cause there's like that is some talent, Steph.
Izzy bought this for my kitchen table.
Oh, she bought it.
Our first Pride together.
Cute. Yeah, I was gonna say I'm not the most crafty person. Like I like doing crafts, but I'm not particularly skilled at it. Like I just don't have the I've got Gemini moon and Mars in Sagittarius. I don't have the attention span to do like long-term crafts to a high quality. So like I'm more of the I'll give it a go and then abandon it completely kind of person. So yeah, but that's cute.
Cheers.
You look happy.
Just thinking about last week when the waiter came over and we stopped holding hands just in case.
That kind of makes me sad. Like
It feels good not to worry about shit like that. Even just for one weekend.
Yeah, one little oasis in the year where you don't have to feel like it's you versus the world.
right, and projecting here, like that's not they're not experiences that I've experienced, you know, but I live in close to Manchester, which is known for its pride celebrations, you know, Canal Street, and a lot of people here from the, let me see if I get it right, LGBTQIA plus community. So it's not abnormal here at all to see same-sex couples like kissing or holding hands. You know, it's actually very, very normal. It's not weird or unfamiliar or anything like that. You know, it's a progressive city.
Kind of a bummer to take down all the decorations.
But you still don't know. There's still people who are very conservative. There's still people from different backgrounds where, you know, different religions and cultures where it's seen as something that's really not okay. And I know that there is hate crime. You know, it's not like a fucking utopia. I'm not saying come to Manchester, it's a gay utopia. Like there are, I know plenty of gay people who, you know, feel like, you know, Canal Street and you know, safe spaces where people can be themselves, where it's like, this is our space, you know, that feels like home to them, and that feels like you know, somewhere where they can be themselves and love who they want to love, which at the end of the day I'm like, you know, and I know in the other episode I was saying, oh, a 40-year-old with a 20-year-old, like, love who you want to love. If you're consenting adults, like, love who you want to love. Love is a brilliant thing. There should be more of it. You know, we shouldn't judge each other for our choices of who we love.
Did I miss any other Pride stuff?
Where am I going with this? But yeah, it just, you never know. It's like you could be in a place where it feels completely safe. It feels completely like you wouldn't even think that you'd have to hide. And if you run into that one jerk, you know, that one person who's got an issue with it, but then you can't live your life in fear. I don't know. I have thoughts and feelings on this. I don't know where I'm going with any of them. Yeah, I don't know. It's like, it's not even something it's such a privilege as well. It's such a privilege that I never have felt really the need to, like, self-analyze or worry or overthink, like, who I'm attracted to. I'd say I'm pan. If I was going to put a name on it, I'd say I'm pansexual. But, you know, it's like you're attracted to who you're attracted to.
Can't forget about the pin dish on the counter.
It's like, it's just like, I don't second guess that, you know, but a lot of people have to second guess it. And a lot of people have to put a huge amount of deep thought and a lot of questioning around their identity, and it can be really, really difficult for some people to come to terms with their sexuality and to understand their own sexuality and the feelings, especially when they're in a culture or an environment that tells them that those things are wrong. And you know, I'm so privileged that it's just not been an issue for me, you know. I don't know, and it shouldn't be an issue. It should be a case of everybody loves who they love, and it's fine, unless it's like literally something that there's laws about. But then there were laws about, I don't know. I know, but I don't know, you know, complicated. Right, look.
I love these so much. Our lettering was on point.
You can even say, like, as long as you're not hurting anyone, but people from certain religions see same-sex relationships as something that hurts people. Like, that is their mindset. So I couldn't even say, as long as you're not hurting anyone, which is my mindset, you know, like, do what you want to do as long as everybody's consenting. But to them, it's like they're taught that it is harmful, you know. I think there's an argument for, obviously, like I said, I'm very lucky that I've never had to overthink anything. I would, if I was going to put a label on it, I'd say pan. But I think it's important for people, no matter where you sit in life, to just be understanding of each other, understand other people's opinions and thoughts, and be like, it's okay if we don't agree. It's okay if we don't agree, as long as we let bygones be bygones and we let each other live our, you know, your own life, kind of thing. And I'm pleased that since I was in high school, when we were fairly open. I mean, I remember I had gay friends, but there were certain friends who I found out after we'd left school that they were gay or lesbian, and at the time I didn't know, and I feel like, looking back, they felt like they couldn't actually
Can't forget
tell
about
me.
the pin dish on the counter.
And that's something that I find really, really difficult to deal with, because I like to think that, you know, like, your friends could tell you anything, and certain friends couldn't tell me, or they didn't know, or, you know, but I didn't help them in their journey of learning who they were. So it's difficult for me to have not had conversations that perhaps I should have had, and to feel like I didn't necessarily understand or support people that I should have done in high school. And I think, you know, I grew up when things like Friends was on the telly, and it wasn't like, it was okay it was like, in my environment, it was like, it's okay to be gay, you know. I had gay friends who were openly gay. You know, the Pride, the gay village was a thing. I went there, you know, with my friends. So it wasn't like it was something that had to be hidden. But it was also something that was a bit of a joke.
Can't forget about the pin dish on the counter.
That sounds awful to say, right? That sounds awful to say. But again, going back to things like Friends, if you watch Friends now, some of the jokes that they make that were perfectly acceptable and normal and like didn't feel like they were doing any harm in like the 90s, I feel like wouldn't be appropriate to say today, because conversations have moved on, because attitudes have changed. And I know that the younger generation, like my daughter's in high school now, and her generation is much more open and accepting than my generation was. And I feel like my generation was pretty open, but her generation are like above and beyond. And it does come with society moving on and conversations happening, people telling their stories so that there can be understanding of different groups of people. So I think progress has been made, you know, in a reasonably short space of time. If you look
Can't forget about the pin dish on the counter.
If you look at like the whole of history. And I hope that society continues to be more open and more accepting, and supportive and more understanding as well. And that's why it's good to have the discussions, and that's why it's good to have Pride, because, you know, the conversations that perhaps wouldn't normally happen sort of every day, you know, this is what we're talking about today. You know, not that it's hidden, it's just not something that may always come up naturally in conversation. And then having specific days or specific months, obviously Pride Month, gives people the opportunity to talk about things that perhaps aren't always necessarily at the forefront of people's minds, and get that education out there. So it's really, really good. And that's me having my little political speech. And again, I'm not the most up to date, you know, I had to Google things myself here, but that's the thing, generations get more and more understanding as life moves on, I think. And
can't forget about the pin dish on the counter.
I think things are moving in a good direction in general.
Isn't it weird? The event we look forward to all year basically boils down to sitting around on the grass all afternoon.
And spending way too much money.
And meeting cool people.
And recharging my entire soul.
Word.
All right, signs are dry. Let's go.
I mean, you can look at the difference between like the 80s and the 90s as well. I grew up listening to Madonna, and she was so outspoken about gay rights and HIV and things like this. And in the 80s, HIV was like the big scary thing, you know, so there was a lot of discrimination against the gay community, because people associate the two as being like, you know, like, I mean, of course there was an association there, of course there was, but people associated the two as being kind of like, if you're gay, you have HIV, like all gay people, like that's what people thought. You know, people, and that's why there was so much discrimination and fear. Where you look at how time progresses, and you look at the difference between the 80s and the 90s in attitudes, and you look at the difference of those decades and now, where we have things like, I know like the people
can't forget about the pin dish on the counter.
Please, people developing like the COVID vaccine are also developing a vaccine for HIV, apparently. I know that there's now like blockers that people can take so that they don't pass it on to their partners and the children. So there's so much progress being made, and when there's medical progress being made, I think it makes like the you know, things less scary, and then people aren't scared anymore, and then they're more open to understanding. So there's some kind of connection there as well. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm going to shut up. I'm going to leave it to the people who do know what they're talking about to say these things.
People are always afraid to take the ones Chloe made.
Why? Which ones did Chloe make?
Check out all these booths pretending they give a shit about us for 1 month out of the year.
Ugh, I know.
Come on, it's hilarious. We care so much, we made our logo into a rainbow.
We're committed to hassling everyone, straight or gay.
Would you two ladies like to become proud new credit card holders?
I'm gonna go mess with her.
No, don't. Chloe, I swear to God.
Aww. I'm getting the feels for Chloe. So what else was I going to waffle on about? I don't know. That's the thing as well. Like I'm very critical of like brands. Like every single brand, it's like they almost feel like they're forced to do something for Pride, and it's like it becomes commercialized, and that makes it like tacky and insincere. So I'm a bit critical when brands start to like, yeah, we made our logo into a rainbow. It is very shallow. But at the same time, the flip side of that, and there's always a flip side, right, is that the people
My
who are
vintage
more
posters over by the side room.
unfamiliar, or the people who do need more of an education, they see it more, it becomes more generalized, it becomes more acceptable, it becomes more normal, and it becomes less of a thing that's scary. Does that make sense? So it's a good kind of situation, I guess, where yes, it's tacky, and yes, it's commercialized, and yes, it's shallow, but at the same time it creates a kind of blanket acceptance, which has to be good.
Every time I look at this, I feel part of something.
That's cute. That's cute.
Why do we celebrate? Why is it so important? For generations, we have had to live in hiding or reject who we are in order to protect ourselves. To this day, queer people live in fear. That is why we celebrate, to show the world that we exist and that we are not ashamed. We are proud. Just having the courage to be here, to be yourself in this world, that is an act of rebellion, of resistance.
I want to be her.
Same. Guess that's everything. But the flag on the front door.
So, yeah, I think it is well about, I can't remember the name of it just because I've got a really bad memory, but there was the big police raid, wasn't there, on that bar. It's like a very, very historical, very well-known thing. I just can't remember the name of the bar. And the bar was like a safe space for people, and the police raided it, and there was like police brutality, but the community of that bar fought back, and it became like a big pivotal moment in the LGBTQIA plus community. I'm sorry, I want to say I'll get it, but
The only thing left is the flag on the front door.
But I don't know if I will, and that is because of my brain, because my brain scrambles letters. So like I'm sorry that I get that wrong. It's again talking about acceptance. I cannot help the way my brain works. It's not good with acronyms.
A souvenir from the best cousin ever.
Yeah, I'm
There
not
are
the best
so
person
many
to speak
flags.
about these things,
I have no idea what any of these mean.
Genderqueer pride, bi pride, pan pride, lesbian pride, bear pride, I think.
I look like a normie. I should have worn something cooler.
Stephanie, you look just like a 14-year-old homo at your first pride, just like everyone else here once was, and they all think you're adorable. You don't need to try. You're exactly where you belong.
That's really lovely. That's really, really lovely. Talking about acceptance, right?
What the hell am I doing here?
You're exactly where you belong, Steph, because you're going to meet the love of your life. One day that door's going to open, and of all the record stores in all the towns, in all the world, Alex is going to walk into yours, and it's going to be beautiful. Yeah, I'm not the best person to talk about. I'm not in the best position to educate people. I'm not. I don't have that much knowledge. I just have my own experiences, which are quite tame. So do go and check out Molly, English Simmer, who I love to pieces, and who is a lot more educated and in touch with the acronyms and things like this. She knows what she's talking about. So if you want to go and watch her playthrough of Wavelengths, I'd definitely check it out. Most of you probably already have watched Molly before you watch me, but she's much she has the vocabulary to start with to talk about these things, and she's beautiful. She's a pure soul. So go and check out Molly, because I think her commentary on that scene is probably going to be a lot more in touch than this old person's.
Steph, you know you can talk to me, right? About anything.
If there was something to talk about...
It's just, you haven't been yourself lately. You're working crazy hours, dodging calls. We're your family. We're here for you, you know?
Oh no, Steph.
Citizens of Haven, do not touch those...
Excuse me a second. Just 1 second, wait! Okay, sorry for the interruption.
Dials, I have a jam-packed show for you, going all night long. Of course, I'll keep playing you the dopest music in all the land. Of course, I'll answer your calls and your futures. And, of course, I'll update you on the saga of the record store Devil Cat and my futile attempts to tame her savage heart. But first...
Mikey! No.
But first, another track.
Don't decline it. Why? Why? Wait, what's happening? Steph, why are you depressed? I don't like
work
it.
mode, go.
So we don't have to do any ads, thankfully, because I was getting a bit bored of that. Oh. Oh, the cats attacked it. Okay. Okay, I guess do that.
KRCT is proudly sponsored by Grimley's Auto
Pets?
Repairs. Grimley's Auto Repairs. Haven Springs' most trusted name in automotive service. Let's talk about Grimley's record. They've proudly served our community for...
for the love of it.
The love of the game. Which game? The car game. The community game. Name a game. They love it. And that's why they're in this business.
Oh, Steph.
So if you or someone you love is a car, you owe it to yourself to check out Grimley's.
It did not go well. Oh, it's going badly.
Hey, you're on the air with Steph.
Hey, all right. Thanks for taking my call.
Don't thank me yet. What can I predict you for?
Well, I don't know. I'm out here for a 3-week stay in the Firewatch tower outside of town. I was actually just kind of hoping to chat with someone.
We need to play Firewatch. I feel like that's a reference to another some story-based game. Firewatch, yeah. 3 weeks alone. Any booth tips?
Got any tips for staying mentally healthy inside a tiny little booth? Asking for a friend.
What can I say? I'm a level 90 loner. How about yourself?
Probably closer to like level 10. All right, fireman. Since this is still a fortune-telling show, how about this? You can tell me my fortune.
Well, I'm no radio psychic, but I'll do my best. What would you like to know?
What are the odds I end up being alone forever?
Okay. Is this a fear or an aspiration?
They're actually going on there. A fear!
Well, it's the natural endpoint of my current trajectory. And I guess if I'm gonna end up there, I want it to at least be on purpose.
I don't have a crystal cootie catcher or whatever to look into.
Not one of those.
But I can tell you this. Getting away from everyone is the easy part. Sometimes it's even too easy.
Doesn't feel easy. She's lonely, right?
I wouldn't say that. I've never left anyone without feeling bad.
But feelings are portable. You can take them with you straight out of town. So I learned this the hard way, but the idea of being alone can be a lot more enticing than the reality. And too often, the people who want to be alone real bad, they're the ones who end up calling into radio shows just to hear a stranger's voice.
But that wasn't really a fortune, was it?
Ah, you got me. I'll have to do better next time. Thanks for the chat.
And thank you for listening to KRCT.
That was quite cute. Microphone. Bants.
Have a big decision to make? A nerve-wracking event on the horizon? Wish you knew how it all turns out? With one little call, you can. Give me a ring and have your fortune told right here on air. It's cheaper than life insurance.
Funny.
Man,
how's she doing?
it's almost like we're a real radio station now.
Nice. Plenty of tracks.
Haven't been on top of my game lately, I guess.
So she kind of plateaued?
Psh, Kasha, you're still cool as hell.
Okay. Hope you don't mind, but I found a bunch of photos and filters and stuff in the back room. It's weird to think the shop used to do stuff like that. We should try to do more events, recapture the glory days. Anyway, I framed a bunch of them and made kind of a wall of fame. Thoughts? A fantastic idea, honestly. I'm glad you're doing something with all that old stuff. Careful digging around back there, though. Some of what we hid back there should never be unearthed. She's funny. Believe it or not, the shop used to be quite the spot. I guess nobody stays hip forever. Was I ever, though? Was I ever hip? I've always been a bit cheesy. Speaking of hip, can you explain to me what the hell K-pop is? I think, again, K-pop is like... K-pop to me is like the boy bands and the girl bands of the 90s, like Spice Girls and Boyzone and all that kind of stuff. Like the manufactured bands, but it's done in a different continent. I'm like, a group of kids, like, I worry about the exploitation, honestly. A group of kids from the local high school dropped by the home to visit with us all fossils, and the one I was paired with would not stop talking about it. Related, what does it mean for one to stan? I swear I used to be cool. I know stan. It's from the Eminem song Stan. It's to fangirl or fanboy somebody. It's like to follow something, isn't it? Like, look at me, so showing age trying to explain what to stan is.
Aw, I was kind of pulling for Steph too.
Okay, I'll show up. Dear Steph, thank you for using Poll Critter. Please remember to tell your friends that Poll Critter is the fastest, easiest way to hear what your audience is thinking, and it's completely free. Blah 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 blah. I don't know what all that was. I didn't care. Okay, so I like the sticky dinos. Oh, I can't throw any more. I did. Oh no, I want some sticky dinos. I want sticky dinos.
Sometimes this thing is the only reason I come to work.
I'm sad we've not been able to use the sound effects. It's disappointing.
Life's even more random than tabletop. We just don't notice until we hit a 1. Same shit, different day.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's just do it. Let's get it over with. Bloody ads. I'm not even reading it. I'm just doing it.
Here's an offer from our most loyal sponsors, Avalanche Ice Cream.
No weird gimmicks.
They don't have any weird gimmicks going on this Halloween. Just serving the cold stuff. All treat, no tricks. They'll be giving out free cones to anyone.
In costume.
Who wears a costume. So, dust off that Dracula cape and sink your fangs into a scoop of Black Forest cherry.
Oh, I fancy that, actually.
Anyway, check it out.
Okay. Let's do the other ad. The Black Lan.
Kind Haven listeners, by now you've heard me talk about everything the Black Lantern is famous for. Great food, great beer, great service, and great atmosphere. So what are you waiting for? One more reason to go? Then consider.
Happy hour?
Happy hour, right? Yes, happy hour. Where
Yes.
the already great food and beers are even cheaper, but only for an hour. What a deal. And just when you thought it couldn't get any better, you can now look forward to
Live music.
live music on Monday evenings. Or maybe Sunday evenings? If you show up on Sunday and there's no music, that's how you'll know it's on Monday. Drop by today and tell them Steph sent you. Still got chores to do in the store.
Nice.
Better
nice
head
try.
out there.
What is she wearing? What are you wearing, Steph? Is this the day that Alex comes in? I want to see Alex, because that would be cute. If that's how it ends with Alex coming in, that would be really cute. Right, let's give it a try. Hello. Hi. I'd love to let you get your tentacles around me. We're saying yes to everybody again. Jocelyn. I hope it was worth it, fucking Jocelyn. No, not so much Jim Rat as Jim Weasel. Do you know what? I'm being fussier. Rita, let's not waste each other's time. Bitch, yes. Oh, she likes me. Okay, keep swiping. She's cute. Hatchie. Who put the ram in the Rama-langa-ding dong? Yeah, let's give her a try. Tori. Oh, hello. Check out my synthwave project Witch Holiday. I feel like she's a good match for Steph. Yay! Keep swiping. Ooh, she's cute too. This user hasn't entered a tag list. She's cute. Yes, we'll give her a try. Keg. I'm Keg. Corinne. This user hasn't entered it. She's pretty though. She's pretty. She looks like she could be into indie music. Well, yeah, okay. Shana, low-key disability activist, high-key homosexual, and she likes games. Yes, Steph's type. Twyla, she's got a cat. She might be good. She might be able to help us with the cat. This user hasn't entered a tag yet. How mysterious. I feel like I've only said no to like 1 or 2 people, and now I feel bad. I wish I'd like accepted them all, but I was scared that it wasn't going to let me accept everybody, and I was going to time out.
Fuck you, app.
Yeah, I'm scared that if I'd have accepted the other person, it wouldn't have let me get to that person. I don't know. That's why I didn't pick on everybody, but I feel better now. Tori! Okay, let's have a look at her. Check out my synthwave project. First of all, I'm trans. Don't be weird about it. I'm a student, and I make synthwave music, mostly. I just like to watch cartoons. Okay, yes, I still feel like this is a good match. Why did I say still? Like, I think because she's trans, and Steph likes... It's not an issue. It's not an issue, is it?
Get it together, Steph. Best foot forward.
Message. Then again, that's me being a little bit slow on the uptake there. Right, I get it. Call me out for that. Make the first move. Make the first move. Do it.
What do I even say?
Ask her about her music. Don't sell. What style of music do you make? Oh God, you're gonna think I'm so pretentious. Try me. It's like partway between EDM and experimental bedroom synth pop. Don't understand what any of that means. I'm being nice. You don't know her well enough to joke around like that, I don't think yet. Whatever. Sounds rad as hell. Aha, thank you. I'm playing in FT Collins next week. You should come. Would if I could, but I'm working all weekend. Hey, can I ask you something? Shoot. Did you used to be in a band? I did indeed. Yep. She's seen me play? I was for a while, yeah. I thought so. 2-piece, kind of punky, kind of alt, drugstore makeup. That's it. Holy shit. I saw you in Salt Lake City at Atomic Decay. Ha, that's crazy. What are the odds? How did you like this? What were you doing in Salt Lake City? Ask her about her. So what brought you there? My mum and dad live out there. Oh, okay. I was visiting for my dad's birthday. How did you end up at the show? That's a very personal question. I think that's the wrong one to ask. How did you end up at the show? Don't tell me you took your dad to a gay punk rock show. No. I took my little sister to a gay punk rock show. My folks and me don't really vibe. There you go, she volunteered it herself without us having to ask. So what are you up to these days? No more band? DJing at a radio station. That sounds cool. Yeah, I get to force my musical talents chase down everyone's throat, which is pretty sick. The dream. Well, I should get going. It was cool to get to touch you. Your band was really good. Ask her out. Let's do it. Groupie love. Groupie love. You want to get some drinks sometime? I don't think that's a good idea. Okay. Why not? Recovering alcoholic? No, it's not like that. You're cool. It's just that Haven Springs is a billion miles away. But I'm super glad we got to chat. Me too. Yeah, same. Maybe we'll see each other around. Maybe. That was cute. That ended well. And there's no reason why they can't chat even if they're at a distance. Yeah, I feel like I'm just sort of questioning my own reaction there. Does it, like... When I saw that Tori was trans, like it registered, but it just registered, right? I think what made me question, what threw me a little bit was because I'm trying to think of like who Steph would like. And so for me, pansexual, like, is everybody, right? So I think because I was thinking from Steph, and I was like, in my head, it's like Steph likes girls, Steph's a lesbian. So I was like, people who... I don't know, I'm confusing myself now, because for me it's like not an issue, right? It's like Tori is Tori, Tori's who Tori is, like not an issue. But I think I'm trying to like think from Steph's point of view, and I don't think it'd be an issue for Steph, but then I don't know, because how does Steph identify? Does Steph identify as lesbian, or does she identify as pan? And now I'm overthinking it, and now it's becoming an issue because I'm overthinking it. And now I'm mad at myself. Okay, so Rita. Hello, Rita. Let's not waste each other's time. I get bored easy and I'm hard to offend. We both know why we're on this app. Bitch, I like her. Okay, Rita. It's probably bravado. I get a sense of bravado.
I really don't feel up to playing this game right now.
Oh, Steph, honey.
I should put on a happy face and play nice. But God... I don't know if I have the energy.
Bless her. Well, she said she wants to keep it real, right? She doesn't want to mess around. So fair warning, you seem like a cool person and I'm super down to chat, but I am in a horrible mood. If I come off as weird, I promise it's not you. Lol. Now hold on, you don't know it won't be me. I might just piss you off even worse. I guess that's the risk I'm taking. Break. So what's got you so fucked up? Honesty time, right? A shitty anniversary, I guess. It's just the anniversary of something shitty, and I'm stuck at work alone. So are we going to find out about her breakup now then? And I'm like the only queer woman within a gajillion mile radius, and my only two friends are real straight dudes, and my ex hates me now, and I'm pretty sure she was with... Oh, okay, no. She was with Izzy, and Izzy was trans. Okay. And I'm pretty sure I ruined my life by moving here, but other than that, I'm chill. Okay, damn, okay, that's a lot. I'm sorry, but you did ask. Tell me about your regrets. Tell me about your fears. Tell me about your passion. Tell me about your regrets. like bum me out. Come on, let's do it. Okay, you want to get real? Tell me something real about Rita then. What do you regret? No problem. I'm pretty sure I've wasted my 20s single-mindedly pursuing my career ambitions, and now I don't know how to function unless I'm striving for something. Wow. You asked. It's your turn. Tell me about your regrets. What happened in my hometown? Let's find out. Leaving the band. I want to find out why she left the band. I kind of know what happened about her hometown, right? If you've watched Life is Strange. So it's bumming me out. Steph's energy's bumming me out. Okay, fair enough. I was in this band, and honestly, it was one of the most fulfilling creative projects I was ever a part of. The guitar player and I were kind of a thing. Another guitar player, that's interesting, kind of. Yeah, kind of. It was complicated, okay. Ain't it always? So what happened? It started to feel, I don't know, too easy. Ha! I know. No, I just know exactly what that's like. When the shit gets too good and you start to side-eye it. Yeah, well, kind of starting to miss too good. No, you're not. Girls like you thrive on feeling like fuck-ups. Really? Oh, really now? Why are you being an asshole? Why are you being an asshole? Dude, what the hell does this tactic ever pay off for you? That's no tactic. So you're just being an asshole for your own amusement. I don't think I'm being an asshole. She's just straight talking, right? Maybe that was too harsh. Okay, maybe asshole is a little harsh, but dude, can you chill a little? I mean, I get it. I'm not some genius career lady like you, but you don't have to bat me around like a fucking cat toy, do you? I'm sorry. Do you want to come over? Excuse me. Do you want to come over? She's very direct. To my place. After all that, you don't have to. I can't believe I'm doing this. But yes, bat me around like a cat toy. I'll message you when my shift ends. Deal. Yay, we got a date. Okay, I think she needs it, to be honest. I think she needs to be battered around like a cat toy. Fiona! Okay. Do you know what? I think I'm going to leave it there for today. And then probably wrap it up in the next episode. I'm enjoying finding a little bit more about Steph's story. I feel like I'm really awkward. Like I'm not the best at talking about LGBTQIA plus topics, and I wish I was better at it, and I hope to get better at it, but I'm an actual idiot. So, and I feel bad. I feel bad about second guessing how Steph would feel about I've forgotten her name. What was her name? The trans girl. Which now I feel bad because I'm calling her the trans girl. Let's find out her name. Tori. I'm an idiot. I just feel like I hate the way I'm talking, and I just hate myself right now for not being better at talking about these things, and I feel like a bad person, and I'm beating myself up over it, and that's how that is, and that's how that's going. But I think it's good that the game teaches us things. Like, I didn't know what INA stood for, and I didn't really know what a drag king was. I had to go and check that. So it's good to learn about things that we're not 100% familiar with, or perhaps that we don't vocabulary we don't necessarily use in our day-to-day lives. And yeah, I think it's good to, as well, to be aware of our own stumbling blocks and second guessing our own responses to things. I think that's healthy to do, but I do feel like a big shit right now. So I'm gonna go, and I'll see you again in the next episode. Bye guys.